It's the most iconic name in luxury watches. It's a symbol of precision, craftsmanship, and timeless status. And because of that, it's also one of the most counterfeited timepieces in the world. Welcome to Luxury Insights, and today we're showing you exactly how to spot a fake Rolex. Because in 2025, knowing the difference between real and replica isn't just smart, it's essential. Let's begin by understanding why this matters more than ever. The demand for Rolex watches has never been higher. With wait lists stretching for years and resale prices often doubling the original retail, owning a Rolex has become both a personal achievement and a financial investment. And wherever value concentrates, counterfeiters follow. Fake Rolexes are no longer the cheap knockoffs you'd find in street markets. Many of today's replicas are what the industry calls super fakes, sophisticated counterfeits that mimic the look and feel of the real thing with unsettling accuracy. But don't be fooled. Buying a fake Rolex, knowingly or not, comes with consequences. First, there's the financial risk. If you pay thousands of dollars for what you believe is a genuine timepiece, and it turns out to be fake, that investment evaporates instantly, and the chances of getting your money back are slim to none. Second, there's the legal and ethical side. Purchasing or reselling counterfeit goods can lead to serious legal trouble in many jurisdictions. More than that, it supports illegal operations that often exploit labor, steal intellectual property, and undermine the integrity of the luxury watch industry. So how can you, as a buyer or collector, protect yourself? Let's start with what makes a real Rolex real. Rolex is obsessive about detail. Every component, every surface, and every engraving is executed to a level of perfection that counterfeiters simply can't replicate. Take the cyclops lens, for example, the small magnification bubble over the date window. On a genuine Rolex, the cyclops magnifies the date 2.5 times, creating a crisp, centered, and perfectly aligned view. On fakes, this is often distorted, either under-magnified, off-center, or lacking the crystal clarity Rolex is known for. Next, look at the rehaut, that inner bezel ring between the dial and the crystal. Since the mid-2000s, Rolex has engraved the word Rolex repeatedly around the rehaut with the serial number at 6 o'clock. On a real watch, these engravings are laser sharp and aligned with absolute precision. If you see misalignment, uneven spacing, or dull etching, that's a red flag. Then there's the crown, the most iconic symbol of the brand. On authentic Rolexes, the logo is razor sharp, deeply embossed or engraved depending on the model, and perfectly placed. Many fakes get this detail wrong, producing a crown that's too shallow, too large, or simply sloppy. Dial markers are another giveaway. Real Rolex hour markers are either meticulously painted or applied with solid white gold surrounds. Look for consistency. Fakes often show signs of uneven loom, incorrect fonts, or applied markers that are misaligned with the chapter ring. And don't forget the hands. On authentic models, they're perfectly polished and proportioned. Counterfeits often use lower quality materials that reflect light poorly or appear too thick or too short. Finally, pay attention to the case finishing. A genuine Rolex case is a marvel of metalwork. Polished surfaces are like mirrors. Brush sections are perfectly even. The transition between finishes is crisp, clean, and flawless. Poor finishing, rough edges, or inconsistent textures, that's your cue to walk away. But even if a watch looks convincing to the naked eye, the movement is where most fakes fall apart. The quality, complexity, and finishing of a Rolex movement is second to none. And while you can't always open a case back yourself, reputable dealers and watchmakers can. And this is where expert verification becomes crucial. In the next part of the video, we'll break down the power of professional verification, introduce you to key resources that can help confirm authenticity, and show you the most common red flags counterfeiters still get wrong, even in today's super fake era. So if you're considering buying a Rolex, or just want to protect your passion, make sure to watch the second half. You'll walk away with the confidence to buy smart and avoid the traps. Before we continue, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to Luxury Insights for trusted guidance on navigating the world of high-end horology. So, we've covered the Rolex DNA, the subtle but powerful indicators of authenticity that even the best fakes fail to replicate. But what if you're still unsure? That's where verification becomes your best defense. Let's talk about the tools and people you can trust. The first and most foolproof step is to work with an authorized dealer. Rolex ADs are the only places you can buy a new Rolex with complete confidence. They offer full manufacturer warranties, documentation, and verified provenance. But of course, buying new from an AD isn't always an option, especially when availability is limited. If you're shopping pre-owned, it's critical to verify the watch through official resources. Start with Rolex's own website. There, you'll find a list of authorized dealers and service centers. These are the only locations recognized by Rolex to perform certified repairs and authentications. If you already own a Rolex and want peace of mind, consider sending it directly to Rolex for servicing. They'll confirm its authenticity as part of the process. For third-party purchases, turn to trusted watchmakers or well-established platforms like Watchfinder, Bob's Watches, and Crown & Caliber. These companies employ trained horologists who inspect each timepiece inside and out, movement, case, dial and all, before it goes on sale. Then there's Chrono24, which offers buyer protection and optional authentication through its network of trusted sellers and independent verifiers. Just remember, not every seller on Chrono24 is verified, so choose carefully. Want even more certainty? Consider a specialized authentication service like Swiss Watch Expo or Watch CSA, where independent experts evaluate the watch against known reference standards, sometimes using microscopic inspection, X-rays, or comparison with Rolex technical sheets. Now, let's look at the most common red flags, patterns we continue to see, even with advanced fakes. First, misaligned dials. Whether it's the Rolex crown logo, the date window, or the hour markers, alignment is everything. On real Rolex watches, everything lines up with mathematical precision. On fakes, even a 1mm shift can give it away. Next, printing quality. Examine the dial text. On a genuine Rolex, the printing is crisp, clean, and raised slightly above the surface. Blurry lettering, uneven spacing, or inconsistent fonts. That's a classic counterfeit signature. Watch out for caseback engravings. Many fakes feature transparent casebacks or etched logos that Rolex doesn't actually use on certain models. The vast majority of Rolex models have a smooth, unmarked caseback. If you see clear casebacks or laser art that seems out of place, that's an immediate warning sign. And finally, the movement. While some super fakes now include imitation mechanical movements, they still can't replicate the detail, finishing, and function of a true Rolex caliber. The rotor should be silent, the seconds hand should sweep smoothly, and the movement should feel refined, not gritty or loose. One of the best tools at your disposal, reference comparison. When in doubt, compare the watch you're considering to high-resolution images and videos from Rolex's official catalog or reputable review sources. Every model has subtle details, bezel font, lume shape, case thickness, that you can verify visually. Before we wrap up, here's your final checklist for avoiding a fake Rolex. Buy from a reputable dealer or AD. Verify the watch's serial and reference numbers. Inspect the cyclops lens and rehaut engraving. Look closely at dial printing, markers, and hand alignment. Examine the crown, case finishing, and case back. Compare with official reference images. Use professional authentication services. Be cautious of prices that seem too good to be true. Remember, if something feels off, it probably is. In the world of Rolex, certainty is everything. So whether you're buying your first luxury timepiece or expanding your collection, make sure to protect your investment and your reputation by staying informed, alert, and always one step ahead of the counterfeiters. Thanks for watching. If you found this guide helpful, let us know in the comments, especially if you've had experience spotting a fake or verifying a watch. Share your tips with the Luxury Insights community. And as always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more expert breakdowns from the world of high-end horology. Until next time, stay stylish and stay informed.